This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Carol. Carol talks for a living, from morning till night. So she relies on Flow's crystal clear home phone service brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It keeps her in the know, and because she bundles her mobile broadband and TV services, she enjoys huge savings, so she can enjoy much more for much less. So visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Friday, April the 8th, 2016, and this is your Barbados Today evening news update. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Thanks for joining us. In our top story, the Opposition Barbados Labour Party is pushing for an early January election. Leader Mia Motley told the news conference at her Parliament Buildings office today that the country cannot afford to wait until 2018 when the polls are constitutionally due. In fact, Ms. Motley is seeking to take a first step in her party's efforts to oust the Freundel Stuart Administration, and this is coming in the form of a planned no-confidence motion in the House of Assembly.
The Parliamentary Labour Party met last night, therefore, as a result against the background of 13 weeks of Barbados lurching from crisis to crisis to crisis and the continued suffering of Barbadians. And we passed and agreed that we would next week file a motion of no confidence in the government of Barbados, because we do not believe that Barbados can continue to coast or indeed drift for another 22 months on a platform of indifference, incompetence, and indeed corruption. And to that extent, Barbadians need to be given the facts. This motion of no confidence is not about having the parliamentary majority, because we clearly do not have the parliamentary majority, but it is about bringing the facts to the people of the country, because Barbadians deserve the right to be able to determine their future and their destiny on the basis of the facts available to them.
Meanwhile, the opposition BLP wants government to come clean on the Cahill waste-to-energy project. BLP Senator Wilfred Abrams has issued an open letter to Minister of the Environment, Dr. Dennis Law, on the matter. In it, Abrams makes reference to the recent abandonment of a similar project in Teesside, northeast England. The reasons cited by Air Products for pulling out of the $2 billion waste-to-energy project were operational challenges and technical difficulties in making the technology work. Abrams, who is the Shadow Minister of the Environment, in addition to being Low's challenger in the Christchurch East, has taken note of what he called the very public concerns in Barbados over the unproven technology, the logistical difficulties of implementing such a system in Barbados, and the fact that Air Products was willing to walk away from the significant investment. The recently appointed governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank is suggesting possible jail time for those who managed the failed British-American insurance company and CLICO. Timothy Antoine said in Barbados last night that authorities should continue pursuing criminal investigations into managers of the two insurance companies while ensuring fair compensation for policyholders. Delivering the feature address at a ceremony marking the 25th anniversary of the Cahill School of Business at its head office, Antoine said while the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union plans another payout to its policyholders, it is concerned about steps by Barbados to form another company.
I'm not a lawyer, therefore I am not in the justice system criminally. But it pains me and others, all of us who've been through this, that there's no economic justice, or very little. We've made some progress on BICO, it has to be said. We've paid over $100 million, we've taken care of 80% of the policyholders, so we made progress. But we still have a lot of people who aren't paid. But it is very difficult when there's little or no economic justice, and then on top of that, these people are asking for large sums of compensation, asking back for companies and that sort of thing. So the criminal justice system should deal with the criminal side. I leave that there. My focus has been on economic justice, trying to recover as much money as possible for our policyholders. And we just passing the plan of arrangement bill, which through the ECCU to deal with another payout during this particular year, based on a settlement between BICO and CL Financial. So on BICO there is progress, CL less so, CLICO less so. But I know Barbados is starting something, we have some concerns, we'll see how that goes.
Of the estimated 300 pension plans in Barbados, about 76 of them are yet to complete their registration with the Financial Services Commission, despite it being in existence for the past 5 years. However, Chief Executive Officer of the FSC, Randy Graham, explained that the delinquent companies have until 2017 to complete their registration. He added that the legislation provided for penalties ranging from a fine to conviction, if necessary, to be applied if the deadline has passed, and no extenuating circumstances were found to be preventing the company from being fully registered. In sports now, cricket legend and president of the Barbados Cricket Association, Joel Garner, has blasted West Indian governments for their involvement in West Indies cricket. Garner launched this broadside against West Indian political leaders last night while speaking at the 2016 Barbados Cricket Association's quarterly meeting at the Lloyd Erskine Sandford Centre. In his brief address, the former West Indies pacer told his audience, which included such cricket legends as the Right Excellent Sir Garfield Sobers, Sir Everton Weekes, Sir Wells Hall and Desmond Haynes, that the Prime Ministerial Subcommittee on Cricket wrote the ICC and the Board of Control of Cricket in India about the impasse, while condemning the governments for their involvement in West Indies cricket. Garner questioned the level of monetary contributions the governments of the region were making to the development of cricket.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
The 50th anniversary of Independent Secretariat and the National Cultural Foundation proudly present the theatrical production From Bossa to Barrow and Beyond.
We are not slaves.
Saturday, April 16th at 6:30 p.m. at the historic Golden Grove Plantation. Come, be a witness to history.
Aye, Nanny Greg.
Enter the ritual. Feel the power.
This country will be independent. And if I have to wake up all the sleeping angels in heaven, so be it.
From Bossa to Barrow and Beyond. April 16th. Tickets $50 adults, $10 youth and children. Available at all NCF outlets and at ticketpal.com.
Turning now to news from the region, a young police officer in Trinidad and Tobago has succumbed to his wounds 3 days after being shot in the head by armed bandits in the south of the country. We pick up the story in this TV6 News report.
It's not nice. It's really not nice. My children wouldn't have the father around if he should die. And while he's lying in this hospital right now, my children are asking for the father. And I can't give them a positive answer. Give your life to Christ Jesus.
This was Sherry-Ann Foster, the common-law wife of P.C. Anson Benjamin, delivering a message to her husband's shooters yesterday. At the time, she said she was hoping for a miracle, that the bullet lodged in his head would move enough so doctors could operate. That miracle would never come. He died this morning at 11:15. They'd been together for 13 years and have 3 children together. Benjamin has 5 children in total. Foster described him as a jolly person who took his job seriously, never afraid, always loved what he did.
He don't ever hold back when he doing his job, you know? He always try to help anybody. Once he know that they need help and he could help them, he will assist.
On the international scene, the key remaining suspect in November's Paris terror attacks and part of the deadly bombing months later at Brussels airport, Mohamed Ibrini, has been arrested. Eric van der Sip, a spokesman for the Belgian Federal Prosecutor's Office, said that Ibrini was arrested today along with Osama Kriem. More in this CNN report.
For the authorities, Wolf, this is absolutely huge. They've got Saleh Abdus Salam, one of the plotters and planners behind both these attacks, in custody. They have a second person now. This gives them a huge advantage to be able to figure out if one of them is lying to them. They can cross-reference information here. A big win for Belgian authorities today.
A mother in Britain has been found guilty of murdering her 20-month-old daughter, who died with injuries likened to that of a car crash victim. Catherine Smith, 23, was also convicted of cruelty to a child relating to Aishina's Jane Smith's death in 2014. Her partner, Matthew Rigby, 22, was cleared of murder, but convicted of causing or allowing the child's death. That's news and sports. However, you can join us again on Monday morning for more. Until then, remember to log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, or like us on Facebook. You can also catch us on Izumi Media in bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you. Also tune into channel 99 on Flow TV and to Mix 96.9 FM to get all the latest news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Have a fantastic weekend.